Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend DG Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
Hi, this is Mark Wade, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
You got one of the marks.
Yes. All right, kids. Welcome back to another episode. That's right, kids. 2 in 1 month. The devil you know. The Daredevil Podcast. I am Phil.
I'm trying to make that a thing, Phil.
Damn it. If Ray can make a Moon Knight series happen, I can make that happen. All right, so yes, I am Phil, and again, begrudgingly doing a second DWU this month. It is
begrudgingly. It's a little hellfire. I don't mind talking about Matt. I just don't want everybody to get tired of us talking about Matt, because we're kind of we're gonna be in a drought in a little bit, and I just want to savor what we have.
You can identify with Matt in certain respects.
Tapping my way downtown. I'm just glad I don't have his super senses. That's all. I think that would be a nightmare for a woman.
I think, yeah, you got to be extra clean, and God, you ladies are uptight enough about farting in front of a normal man.
Yeah.
All right, so yes, kids, this time we're going to talk classic issues, Daredevil 234, 235. New issue, Daredevil number 5, and we will also discuss the 5-episode Echo series that just came and went in one day. All right, so should we get to the issues?
Yeah, let's do that.
I don't have a big synopsis for the first one, but it's like a sentence or two. So, all right. Daredevil 2.
Madcap, why would you do this to me? Why?
I know. What's so weird? Okay, and this is even weirder because this is the issue directly after Born Again.
Yes.
But it is a guest team. All right, so Daredevil 234 from September 1986. Lilith still baking in the oven. All right, Mad casting by writer, and again, this is one of my all-time favorite writers, Mark Grunwald, penciler Steve Ditko. Yes, that's Steve Ditko.
And that Klaus Janson, too. Oh,
yes.
And the other Sheely. The unimportant Sheely.
Yes.
Shout out to Christy.
Letter Joe Rosen and editors Ralph Macchio and Craig Anderson. All right, Daredevil encounters a crazy, it says crazy new hero. I don't know if I'd call him a hero, who spouts nonsense and can't be killed.
Warner Brothers is pissed. They're like, this is clearly supposed to be Mad Magazine ripoff, clearly.
I thought spouting nonsense and can't be killed. I thought they were talking about Ray.
Bubble.
Marvel snap.
Yeah, this is it opens up very oddly for sure.
And again, yeah, it's a guest writer, it's a guest artist, guest artist and inker. So, but yeah, if Madcap had showed up in two of Grunwald's early issues in his Captain America run, and we do get the origin at one point as he's fighting Nomad, where I don't know if he's supposed to be a teenager or early 20s, but
ended up giving Arsenal totally.
Yeah,
I
mean, he's supposed to be
not Arsenal. The kid from Batman, Anarchy.
Oh yeah. But yeah,
that's what it's giving.
Yeah, the whole origin is crazy too, because he was on a church bus trip with his parents and his sister, and they get rammed by hail, but a chemical truck driven by AIM, and then they're just everyone's dead. We spilled all our chemicals. Meanwhile, everyone else died but Madcap, and he's why did I survive and no one else survives? What's the reason? Then he's like, there is no reason. The universe makes no sense. He basically just went totally off the edge.
Yeah, that explains it. That'll do it.
So that's why he's unkillable and why he's completely certifiably insane.
Bubble boo boo boo.
Can we get Deadpool to mentor him and pull it back a bit, or
Didn't he show up in like the Mercs for Money or something?
I remember that, but this
So,
guy, what a weird issue.
I know.
It's like
It's what's so weird because Grunwald was like another DeMatteis where like he could write serious stuff, but then all this every once in a while he'd write like a wacky thing.
Yeah, this is like was he friends with Grant Morrison? Did they take a little trip to Peru?
I don't know. No, I think from what I've heard, I think Grunwald just had a wacky sense of humor.
Yeah, this is out there.
Yeah, because not only
it takes forever for Daredevil to show up too, and I'm just like, okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, 6. Oh, 6 by page 6. Daredevil shows up. Yes. Oh, and I also forgot that. Yes, and then he's followed around by that cameraman Dollar Bill, who showed up.
Bill, y'all. I know.
Who showed up in one of our Defenduary episodes over on Marvel Tales.
It's all connected.
Super connected. Yes, I said on one of our episodes of Marvel Tales.
I'm a sucker for a gun. Scream at.
There you go.
Shameless.
You know, with myself and
It's me, your old pal, the owl.
So, but yeah, not only is Madcap insane, but I guess he can like hypnotize people. So yeah, he has these crooks on the dock like dancing around, and
that outfit is just.
I know.
It's like if the Joker in the Mask had a baby. This is.
I mean, you'd think he was the blind one in this issue.
Hell, I guess he can't feel or see. He can't feel colors.
I don't know. Not only is it like that loud yellow or the purple, then there's like the stripes on one side of his chest and then down the other leg. And yeah, I know. But yeah, so Dollar Bill's following him around, filming him. But yeah, like we said, eventually Daredevil shows up and sees the aftermath of these crooks just like running amok.
Why don't you call yourself Captain Quickheel instead of Madcap?
And then, kids, if that's not enough, then yes, guess whose operations Madcap was breaking up? The Rose.
I know, it's like it just kept getting worse, bro. I just kept getting worse and
like,
worse, and I'm like, why would he do this to me?
I'm like, do we have an uncredited second writer in like DeFalco or something?
I didn't see a baloney factory in the background, but
I know, but the Rose was showing up in the DeFalco stuff.
I know. Yeah, it's like, what the hell? Like, what an issue. Your brain's just like, but do you guys remember what happened last issue? No? We're not gonna talk about it? No?
Were they just like, you know what was that, like 6, 7 issues of like pure Miller, so we need like a change.
Oh, this is like the craziest palette cleanser you could ever have.
I know.
This is like tonal whiplash for sure.
But again, it's like over half a year of
your mother's a whore.
Let's do a complete 180.
I know you're reading this. Is like, did those issues melt my brain? Am I reading this right? Like, that's what I kept saying. Like, am I reading the right issue? Am I sure?
Did the last issue? Did Nuke give me a red? Come on.
Nice. Like, he's the original Kardashian. He's got his own camera crew. He's building his brand.
Oh my lord! I heard some clips of an interview Cat Williams did recently.
Oh, babe, you're like a week late.
I know.
3 hours long, and it's so good. It's so good. You gotta go watch the whole thing on Club Shay Shay when you get a chance. It is insane.
I know. I heard a bunch of clips, but him talking about Kanye. He's like, he married a whore, but he knew that what he was doing. Talking about Kim Kardashian. That's what he wanted.
Well, she pursued him, but I have opinions, thoughts, and views about that though. Maybe one day on the Patreon I'll talk about it. I can't talk about it in public.
Oh my!
Because like I always say, I'll give credit where credit is due. The devil works hard, but Christian works harder.
So yes, so please subscribe to our Patreon so you don't miss episodes of our new series. Lilith don't want to get killed, so it's over here.
Basically. But I was like, finally, everybody's like, I was like, that's stuff I said like 10 years ago.
Well,
Specifically about Kevin Hart. And now everybody's like, oh, maybe you had a point. Yeah, maybe I had a point.
I know. Did he say something like, "Oh, Chris Tucker is like the new Epstein Island"? I'm like, wait, what?
Mm-hmm. We never did talk about that Epstein list. Maybe let me know, patrons, if you want to talk about the Epstein list, because I have thoughts.
We have to switch plans over February.
No. We are not putting porn on the back holder. I refuse.
No,
the ladies need to know.
Let's be right up front. Hail. But I
gotta intrigue the people that aren't paying for it.
Yes. Oh my! So meanwhile, like Daredevil, while he's like interrogating Crooks, like Madcap's busy getting run over by cabs.
Like, it's a New York cab. I don't think it even stopped.
No, I don't see any skid marks. I don't think it even stopped. I don't think it slowed down
at all. That's crazy. He just pops back up. This guy is like certifiable.
I don't care. You're on page.
It's resurrection time. Like, oh, you are gonna get smited, good sir. It was just so out there.
Isn't that what you say every Sunday morning after a hard Saturday night of drinking?
Oh, babes, Mama hasn't seen a church in forever. Nobody tell my grandma, by the way.
Yes, kids, because the creator of the entire universe cares where you sit at on Sunday.
I go to bedside tabernacle. Okay.
She doesn't go to grandma. She don't go to church, but she sure uses the Lord's name in vain in that bedroom.
Actually, use the Lord's name in vain is not what you think. But anyway, I'm not gonna get into it.
Oh, sweet Jesus! All right. Anyway,
sweet Christmas.
So anyway, yes, the crooks finally catch Madcap and make off with him.
I do like that one page after he says it's resurrection time, and it's that page of Daredevil in red, and he's like the sun getting up this morning. I like that panel. It's pretty cool.
Yes.
It's a lot of interesting flow of the panels for sure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And again, it's Steve Ditko, who created Spider-Man with Mr. Stanley.
Allegedly.
Oh my.
Let Stan tell it.
Hey,
call me all the time.
Excelsior.
Like, calm down there, Bob Kane.
Oh my Lord! I saw somebody came up with a panel of that red suit Batman, where like it was like, what if Bob Kane and only Bob Kane had come up with Batman, and like he swoops down and catches like some thug and then takes him to the police station, and he's like, "Can I speak to the commissioner?" And they're like, "Ain't no commissioner here." And he's like, "Is there any other colorful crooks I need to catch?" And the cop's like, "On this," like, "No," and he's like, "I guess I'll go home then." As he's walking down the street, he's like, "Boy, I wish I had a car."
That's a good one.
I know. I was like, "Oh my Lord!"
Burn. That's an epic burn right there.
Exactly. The blonde Batman in that red coat. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Good thing we got what we got, huh, kids?
Batman, my favorite character.
I mean, I'm just saying, it's a lot of characters that have a lot of similarities. Daredevil happens to be one. Sorry, Ray, but Mitch Creation happens to be one.
Oh.
Green Arrow, the list goes on.
So what do you say? What are you saying about Moon Knight, Lilith?
Moon Knight, a guy who runs around in a white outfit, relieving people of their facial features.
Moon Knight's literally Snyder's Batman. Like, what are you talking about?
It's Egyptian Batman.
Hey, Ray.
From the horse's mouth.
Yes, David Pepos.
It's Egyptian Batman.
I mean, yes. Don't think too hard about that being taken out of context. But yes, that's
exactly.
It's Egyptian Batman.
You're killing him. You're killing Ray.
Oh please, he derives dark energy now from Marvel's Snap.
Oh.
He's like a speed freak. That Marvel Snap, man, he can't feel pain at this point.
Stop. I just stopped getting ads for it. Please stop. Finally fix my algorithm, damn it.
Sorry. Between the oh my lord, because like I remember I told you Dave Finn has an obsession. I started him on an obsession with Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah.
I sent them a picture of Messenger the other day, and Ray's like, "Send more, send more." I'm like, "Oh god!" So between the game and
those hands are busy.
oh yeah, because
Sex on the mind.
Oh
The
god. Like,
hard master.
I don't know. I'm so scared to go watch that movie.
oh my god, I got scared because I saw a headline that said, "Oh, it has like the it's send the record for the longest Sony live action
Yeah, I saw that
Spider-Verse."
too.
But meanwhile, it's only like 116 minutes, and I'm just like, that's the record for the longest like live action Sony Spider-Man thing. Oh, okay.
I mean, they look. They know when to hold them and when to fold them. They're like,
Oh, yeah.
we're not the MCU. We're not gonna make you sit here for 3 hours.
Oh yeah, no, they get
It's ladies and spandex.
they literally get roasted at the stake if they're like, "Oh yeah, here's a 3-hour Madam Web."
I mean, honestly, I feel like to set for normies, I feel like you would need a 3-hour setup or at least 2 movies.
Yeah, I just wonder how much a story they're just gonna give me. Be like, "Hey, look, hot chicks. They're fighting this guy who looks like evil Spider-Man." Hey.
Ezekiel. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
back to our red rocket friend here.
Yes. Oh my lord! And then like I said, the crooks capture Madcap, and then the one guy like impales him with an axe.
That was insane.
I mean, not that.
Leave it to a ginger.
Oh my! Oh yeah. I mean, not that that's too graphic, but Daredevil saying, "I hear a sound like I never heard before, like a bat striking mud."
Oh, that is not the. Thanks for the imagery, Matt.
Ugh.
Like, I heard some of them digging their jackets for guns. He's like, big mistake.
Ah.
Yeah, the fight sequence is really cool. I like that. I like the contrast in it.
Unless you're going to use it. That's true for guns and penises.
Life advice to live by with Lilith Hellfire. I'm just saying.
Exactly. But the fight scenes are pretty cool, especially he smacks that ginger right upside the chin with a billy club.
Ouch. Ouchie.
It's like close range too.
And he's like me trying to catch the Molotov cocktail. Not the alcohol.
Blame it on the I know, he's like, I caught you the first one, but not the second one.
Amateur. That's my superpower.
I know that, but then in the end, it's like no, Madcap was in the fire, and he's burned beyond
He's like, I
recognition.
guess I shouldn't leave him here. Flames keep on falling on my head. I'm like, whoa.
Just because he told me to leave him, maybe I shouldn't have, but
yeah.
But yeah, Madcap, I guess, gets taken to the morgue. But yes, we see, he regenerates and survives. And he goes back.
The singing part was kind of insane. Like, I'm like, what was Mark on? This is demented. I mean, I love it, but it's absolutely demented.
From the mind of the man who brought you John Walker.
Oh, you know what? Enough said. You're right. You are absolutely right.
Well, I guess we know the little thoughts on this issue.
No, like it just caught me off guard. I hadn't read this in a really long time, and like I kind of read it out of context, out of order initially. So,
oh yeah.
Now that I have it in order, it's even more insane.
I know. Like I said, it's after the 7 months of Miller. Yes, because we needed a palate cleanser. But again, it's a
but see, that's the thing. Like when you read, like I think when I read this, I was still in my Frank Miller could do no wrong era. We all go through it. Don't deny it. Our young adolescent minds.
Oh yeah.
But now in the context, it's like, yeah, they were right. This is a good call.
Your mother's a whore.
So.
But yeah, so I guess they just did like a couple months of fill-ins before, between Miller and then and the Senti comes in.
Yeah. 7 issues though, it just feels so random, right?
Yeah.
Like that's not a complete run. Like like bare minimum 12 issues is a run. You know what I mean?
I wonder if it's like, did he need
Hard to work with.
did he need like an extra issue or two, or maybe was it going to be a year and they're like, nah, let's cut it back.
That's what I feel like.
Yeah.
Now when you start like looking at it and you see how it's like how the issues are broken out, it feels like some things are definitely missing and it feels a little abrupt. It
Yeah,
does.
especially like towards the end. Yeah.
Yeah, like when you're getting towards like that 5th issue, you're just like, okay.
I mean, things are just going down, and all of a sudden it's like, boom.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, it couldn't be that they gave him less issues and it was selling so well that they like tacked on like 1 or 2 more. You couldn't.
No, like I said, back in the day, like a beginning to a solid run was at least a year. Like this is like really short. Like I know a lot of people were probably talking to my guy at the comic book store. He's like, yeah, that run seemed like it should have been longer.
And again, I mean, they could have. They might have given him room to be experimental because I mean, Daredevil wasn't that.
Yeah.
Maybe he was not.
One thing about Frank Miller, he demands to be experimental. If you know, you know.
Whoa.
I mean, we've all seen the Elektra over on Epic Comics. We know.
Oh hell, we saw the Elektra last episode. Jeez. Her naked yoga poses, yes.
So, he's always had a little bit of leeway, but like I just find it interesting that the run ends where it ends.
It's so funny because some of these creators have like their female characters that they like Frank Miller and Elektra, John Byrne and She-Hulk.
He's never gonna let it go. He's like a dog with a bone. Hey-o.
Hey-o. All right, should we get to this second issue?
Yeah, let's get to 235.
All right. I have a synopsis for this. All right, so Daredevil 235, October 1986.
Nobody wanted to wade through the crazy mind of Madcap to do it. To do a synopsis.
Exactly. October 1986, kids. We're getting closer to Lilith Hellfire's entry into the world.
To the Antichrist birth, yeah. I always wish my birthday was June 6th, but it just wasn't meant to be.
Oh, 6686. Oh, yeah.
I don't think this is a safe place. This is false advertising, first of all.
What?
It's called Safe Place, and this is not a safe place. It's false advertising.
All right. One of Lil's favorites, writer Danny Fingeroth.
Don't get fingered.
Penciler Steve Ditko is back.
It's like, yes, schmesh.
Shekels. Anchor Danny Belandi, colorist Max Shealy again, letterer Joe Rosen, and editor Ralph Macchio. Daredevil. Hey-oh. Daredevil intercepts and defeats a group of burglars. After their defeat, one of the criminals taunts Daredevil. He tells him that he will be free again, but that the hero will never be free from his alter ego, Daredevil. That's what Matt.
And
Matt's like, you know what?
More obvious statement.
I know. Matt's like, duh. And he's like, you know how much tail I've got with this suit? No.
Tapping my way downtown.
Okay, first of all, Mr. Hyde, your real name's Calvin. Like, I would be a villain too if my mom named me Calvin. I'm just saying.
No. Daredevil thinks back again to floating heads of guild, kids. Thinks back to get back to his origin. His mother, his father killed by the criminal known as the Fixer, and the teens in the neighborhood who called him a sissy and derisively referred to him as Daredevil.
What's crazy is he just showed up in Punisher back in November, the reboot, the Punisher #1 from November of last year.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, because like we hadn't seen him in a long time before that, so I was just like, okay. I don't know why he's with the Punisher, but okay.
Oh no! Oh my God! So I mean, you're up to date, right? I mean, on the 2 issues that came out. Oh my God! I love the Mr. Hyde thing, and I love when it's like Hyde's taking on Thor, and he's like, I guess I better bring the thunder.
Yes. But that whole Ravencroft arc was wild too in that Misty Knight. So I was just like, he's gotten a better evolution since his initial introduction, which was like the weird stuff, like from like that Journey into Mystery stuff from the 60s.
Oh yeah, well that's the thing. He was written so inconsistently for a long time, but it's like oh yeah, guy Thor fights, but Daredevil can defeat too. It's like okay.
It's a legacy character. It's not the same guy.
I mean, you talk about all these other creators. I think Stan was smoking stuff for a while.
Hey man, remember that bullpen was kind of powdery, kind of dusty. I can guarantee it.
Always leftovers in that mustache.
His mustache was black the whole time, guys.
Whoa. In the financial district, Mr. Hyde batters several policemen and steals money from an armored car. The police pursue him, and Hyde prepares to take potion and revert back to his less identifiable alter ego. Hold on a second. So, battling the cops, stealing money from an armored car, taking potion to escape detection. What is this? Lilith Hellfire's Vacation in Vegas? However, the serum does not affect him. However, Hyde still escapes and makes his way back to his Chinatown lab.
That flashback of the old suit, it just gets me every time.
I know.
So bad.
But again, for a guy who's supposed to be super strong and powerful, he is like a punching bag for everybody. Like I said, I mean, Thor is one thing, but Daredevil, Captain America, Spider-Man, I mean...
Well, Captain America has super strength, so...
Yeah. I mean, and you hit somebody upside the face with a piece of unbreakable metal. Yeah, that's... okay, not to get too far off topic. I know you're not the biggest fan of Avengers, but Avengers Twilight #1 came out.
Twilight, does that mean they're gonna retire them? That's the only thing I'm interested in.
Well, it's a future story, but for Daredevil fans, it is written by Chip.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I don't know. You should give the.
I don't really like Chip writing team books though. Like, no offense.
Well, and again, I know Captain America is not your favorite, but the focus is like kind of on Steve Rogers. I'd be interested in your take because I don't know if Chip, again, only the first issue came out this week. It almost seems like Chip's trying to do his Marvel take on Kingdom Come almost.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. It wouldn't be the first time they tried to rip that story off. It ain't gonna be the last time.
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do. I have to go back to the store on Saturday, so.
Yeah, I would give it a try. Yeah.
I like Chip, and like I said, I'm a little apprehensive about the teamwork book, but like if he's doing high concept, I'll check it out.
Oh yeah. Like I said, it's like a future thing, like Kingdom Come and stuff. So
as long as there's no Damians popping up, we're good.
No. Daredevil decides to find Hyde. He uses his senses to, smell Hyde and the chemicals from his lab.
Get it? Like formaldehyde? Get it?
He stopped for that Taco Bell about on the way back to the lab, kids. At Hyde's lab, the criminal finally finds a serum to revert him to his human self. However,
he looks like Lurch, bro. Like, I just can't get over it. He looks like Lurch.
However, it will make him human forever. The effects of the serum would be irreversible. Hyde decides to become human forever. At that moment, Daredevil crashes into the lab and startles Hyde.
Yeah. He just dropped his hard water, kids.
Hey-oh. Hyde does not take the serum and notes that he now does not want to become human. His past superhero pursuers would find him, and as he would be a weak human, he could no longer defend himself. The two battle, and Daredevil eventually lures him to a subway station. He's able to use his billy club to electrocute Hyde on one of the rails. Hyde is rendered unconscious, and the police arrest the villain. Oh, God, electrocuted by the third rail, or as Lilith Hellfire tells her boyfriends, hey, here's your Valentine's Day present.
Have a see you next fall.
Oh, my. Oh my lord, I saw a meme today. It's like a woman sitting in like a rocking chair outside with like 10 cats on her, and she's basically like, okay, the beginning of her plan for world domination. I'm like, replace those cats with dogs. That's you. Oh,
absolutely. But I like the panel where he's like, I'll put on a limp, let them think I'm hurt.
Oh yeah.
You're injured? What a shame. I was like, Hyde's a no good man. Just no good.
I'm used to pretending to walk with a cane.
Exactly.
It's
just like he knows these halls of justice better than most. He's just like strutting. I was like, from the way I walk, you can tell that I'm a ladies' man. No, that's the strut.
Back in Hell's Kitchen, Daredevil walks with his girlfriend, Karen Page. He's interrupted by one of his old childhood tormentors, Stinky McQuaid.
Suck it, Flash Thompson.
I'm like, really? You're gonna take crap from a guy nicknamed Stinky?
Well, he's got super senses. I feel like might have gave him that name.
Stinky apologizes for taunting Daredevil as a youth. He says he has got his life straight and has become an accountant. He's glad that his name calling of Matt did not negatively affect him. Stinky leaves and Karen senses that there is something wrong with Matt. However, when she asks him, he simply replies that they should get something to eat.
Like, who is this? Iris West?
Oh, she hangry.
She hangry. I love her. It's like, I'm fine. It was nothing.
I mean, who's hiring an accountant named Stinky?
Well, you know.
Well, probably Trump.
Someone. Yeah. Oh. And the lawyer was like, I don't know how to try this case. Oh my God. It made me feel bad for him. It's like he's burned every lawyer bridge in that town to the point he's got some lady who's probably fresh out of law school with a gaming laptop in court. Like, oh my God, like that trial is insane. I mean, it's not like OJ or Phil Spector, but it is an insane trial.
I know, but at least like back in the day, there
was spectacle. There was majesties. This is ridiculousness.
But at least like OJ had like competent representation and stuff.
I know. I mean, he would have been better off representing himself at this point. Well, if he could stop trolling the judge, that is. But...
Oh my God, just go away.
after that verdict comes out, I definitely want to talk about that on Salty and Petty because it's a wild ride 2024.
Oh yeah.
I've got to make sure by January 7th or whatever of 2025 I'm in Canada though. I just have to make sure that I'm away from America during that transition of power.
I mean, the whole OJ thing, and that was just, to have that spectacle. Was like,
oh my God. You need to watch Ted on Peacock if you have it.
Okay, yeah.
Because he's like trying to lose his virginity and it gets interrupted by the OJ chase. And he's like, I think Phil, I think Ron and Nicole will want us to have this moment. So good. Didn't nobody tell me nothing. I was just casually going through Peacock and I was like, wait a minute. Ted's got a TV show? Nobody told me nothing.
I saw a couple minutes of it, but yeah.
Well, I really like the first movie. The second one's not so great, but the first one's pretty good, pretty funny. And it's basically live action Family Guy, but it's more like if Stewie's a little more grown up and Brian wasn't that big of a douchebag yet. That's kind of the premise, I feel like. So yeah, it's cute for what it is. It's a little raunchy for Peacock, so I'm like, good for you. Peacock really didn't have an edge, and I feel like that's why they probably did the show. I
mean, I think a lot of this, the platforms now are just like in the streaming wars. Anything goes to stay alive.
I mean, it could be a lot more raunchy, but like, yeah, it's a pretty happy medium.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, sorry. Yeah. This issue, I like this issue though. Like I said, I like the more modern take on Hyde. This one just ain't it for me. But it's still a solid story,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I saw a link that said Jonathan Murdoch. I'm like, who the hell's Jonathan? But Jonathan Jack Murdoch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when you get Dick from Richard. I don't know how they did it. But
Whoa!
I don't think I gotta ask nicely to get Jack from John, though. Or maybe, I don't know. Jack from John, get it?
Well, the wife ran off and became a nun, so I don't know what's going on there.
Devious. Absolute deviousness.
All right. So, speaking of people of the faith, yes, shall we get Daredevil number 5?
Let's do it.
Okay, so maybe I'm just slow on the uptake, but after this issue, I see things in a whole different light, because at first I was like, okay, so Matt came back from hell and just like became a priest. Okay. No. It seems like, no, there's mystical mumbo jumbo here. Like, no, people don't remember him, and it just
Again, it's giving a better version of the story we hate.
one more day. Yeah, I know. Oh, I was like, oh my god, we did another mind wipe. Because we had the mind wipe when everyone knew he was Daredevil, and now
I love the cover though.
oh yeah.
It's like, yes, crush me, Mommy She-Hulk, crush me.
Oh my.
They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing.
Oh yeah, then plus
Shout out to German Peralta. You know what you're doing.
plus yeah, we did see these two in the She-Hulk series.
Yes.
Which, did you see? I guess they were saying the chances aren't good for a season 2.
Duh, I could have told you that.
Well, yeah.
Secret Invasion has a better chance of having season 2 than She-Hulk.
Oh.
Between us hens. It's not surprising. It's unfortunate. I don't think people were really like ready for that. Like, I think people receive that kind of humor better if it was Deadpool. Honestly.
Maybe, yeah.
I think a lot of people are just kind of unfamiliar with She-Hulk. And they want, we love Mark Ruffalo, and he got such the short shrift about being Hulk that it was like, do we really need She-Hulk? That kind of thing. I totally see where they're coming from, but I love She-Hulk. But I don't think that they kind of the show didn't really do She-Hulk justice, I think.
Nah, no. And again, I mean, well, what if Daredevil Born Again still going to be 18 episodes? I mean,
I don't think so.
That's good. No, I don't think.
I think they better cut their losses on that one.
What do you think they're going to do? Like half or something?
12, maybe.
Darn it! I wanted 18.
I mean, I hope it's 18, but I don't think it's financially sound for them at this particular point to have an 18 episode show. Especially if they're trying to do weekly, because that's just like everybody is begging for the binge model back. For the most part, for a lot of things.
Unless they do something where they drop like 5 and then 4 or something like something like that. Just drop like a bunch of them at a time.
Yeah, and it all depends on when they're gonna drop it too. Like, if they do it like over the holiday where everybody can like kind of talk about it and it builds and generates buzz and word of mouth and all those things, or if they're just gonna do it like in a September or October kind of like fall season model. It just kind of all depends. Because then they do have to take that Christmas break, and people stop watching shows after holiday breaks a lot of time because they forget.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Or other stuff comes out.
Or unless I wonder if they dropped it like over like the whole summer or something.
Yeah, I think that would be optimal. It would have been optimal for this summer, seeing as how we really don't have any super.
Oh yeah.
But it ain't gonna be ready by then, my friend. But I found this really interesting,
Mm-hmm. And again,
it's it was kind of serious before, and I think it deserved that tone. But like now, this is kind of like it's She-Hulk and Daredevil. It's time for a little fun. Plus, it's like kind of got like those themes and motifs of like gluttony and stuff. So I was just like, okay, this is cool.
Yeah, we really don't even see Matt in costume in this.
Which I like. Like we've had all Daredevil all the time for so long. Like. Mm-hmm. Matt's been kind of lost. Like he we put him in jail and we still really didn't. We were too busy focused on Elektra. Like it's time to get back to basics with Matt, and I like this perspective, this bird's eye view of Matt right now.
Yeah, and you can tell. I mean, it's a whole different mindset because he's not wearing the Daredevil suit under his clothes.
Yeah, I need him to get his mind right. I need him to understand who Matt is before he can go out beating up on thugs again. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. And
unless you become Bruce Wayne.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Strap in, kids. That Joker Origin's coming here soon.
Don't. I
don't want it, but it's cute.
And what's up with them eating so much?
Well, again, it was the whole gluttony.
I mean, it's gluttony, but like, geez, that was a little, shall we say, fetish alert? It's giving mukbang.
Well, and they're superheroes. They burn a lot of calories. Especially some.
Yes. Who are they, the Flash? Are we doing taco? We're doing taco and guac math here? Like, really?
Well, I guess not at the moment, but I mean, one of these people is a man whore, so he's burning lots of calories.
Yeah, I guess he had to give his penis in his hand a break, too. That's why he to take the claw. Gotta get your mind, body, and soul right. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And then kids again. We get Mr. Hyde.
Yes. I thought that was interesting. I was like, okay. I feel like another Punisher team up is coming. Now that they've sorted out what they're going to do with Punisher, I think we're in a better place for that.
Oh, yeah.
I just feel like there's too many coincidences. And I do like the Punisher Daredevil team ups. And they said that there's a chance that they could maybe work Bernthal back into the new Born Again series.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, they're speculating all over the place because I even saw an article the other day. They're like, oh, are Karen and Foggy coming back now? Or something like, okay.
Yeah, it would be a shame to lose Bernthal, though. So, and like I said, so like when you kind of like, they're a corporation, so like you start seeing synergy, and you're like, I wonder what they're building this around, and it just kind of is like, well, there's only one big project really on the horizon right now. Gang War is about to come down to, it's coming to a close, so it's like it must be the show.
I mean that would be that'd be stupid not to include him in that Born Again TV show because again you can spin on another season of Punisher too.
Yeah. They are in their desperation era right now.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, they want the easy views. Yeah, I mean,
when they're thinking about selling ESPN and they said it out loud, it's bad. That's like one of sports is one of the most profitable things you can have. It's very low production costs,
mm-hmm.
And all eyes are on you, and you can charge so much money for advertising, So that's what worried me as a stockholder when they were talking about selling off ESPN on its own and maybe getting rid of ABC. I can totally see getting rid of ABC because it has not been holding its weight in like 2 decades. So I get that, but like not ESPN.
I mean, what does ABC have right now?
Babes, I could not tell you what comes on ABC.
I mean, I don't watch ABC, but
I haven't watched ABC since they killed off TGI. Friday, maybe.
I mean, it's probably streaming somewhere, but isn't that Abbott Elementary on there? I think.
Is that ABC? That might because I see it on Peacock, so I don't know. I thought I saw it. It might be ABC.
I swear I've seen commercials for then saying ABC. So, but
yeah, it's ABC. Okay, so they have that, and that's about it. Oh wait, is Blackish still on? They have Blackish and that whole Mixed-ish and
I don't know.
Oh, they need to get rid of freaking Freeform. That's the station they need to get rid of.
That's still around?
Oh, apparently.
I mean, the only time I watched that was like when Cloak and Dagger was on, and that was half of that was just to talk to Charlie.
Yeah, it's Disney's got to tighten up here, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I would hate to see Marvel like perish with the Disney brand. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So I just hope Born Again that they took a look at it. They said, nah, this ain't ready for prime time, literally, and we're like, let's do something. So I'm glad that they saw that because they didn't do that for Secret Invasion, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'm so just like I will forever be you wasted Samuel, you son of a.
And again, Secret Invasion, that's supposed to be a big.
It should have been a movie
with so many different characters in that.
It should have been like basically the new the end game. That's what they should have done.
That should have been
especially because now they can't use Kang and they got to retool and we're doing. You wasted Samuel L. Jackson. How dare you?
I don't know. So I mean, at one moment I hear, oh yeah, we're losing Kang and going to Doom. The next minute I hear, oh, we might be recasting Kang.
Nobody's gonna want to touch that role though.
I know because
maybe some white guy. Definitely no black guy wants to. Touch
they're not.
Role.
They're not going white because like I've seen names. The big name, the name I was seeing for a while was his name Coleman Domingo from Fear of the Walking Dead.
Well, I wish anybody got speed in that role. It feels kind of like a cursed role, to be honest. But you know what's not cursed? Daredevil. It's a good time to be a Daredevil fan.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I can't wait for the next issues of Gang War.
I know. That's what. Yes. Oh my lord! And then at the end, I mean, I wonder if next issue we're gonna get into whatever deal Matt made because Doctor Strange shows up.
Oh, you know it's bad when Doctor Strange shows up. He's got to come out of his rectum.
Wow.
Sanctorum.
I mean, well, hopefully, because a lot of times now when Doctor Strange is making guest appearances, Clea's with him, so hopefully it will.
We don't need that kind of distraction.
Wow. Matt says, "Mind your business."
Yeah, no, I totally get it. But like, yeah, you know it's bad when Doctor Strange shows up. But I did like I thought it had a nice blend of superhero fights, and then also like the everyday stuff. Like I said, we really do need to get back to that 50-50 mix at least.
Yeah. I mean, it can't be doom and gloom every time with Matt.
Yeah. I want to feel like he has his life together at some point.
Mm-hmm.
He's getting a little too old not to have his life together. To be faking his death every 5 years, it's a bit much.
Pretty much.
It's almost like clockwork at this point, you know? He's getting a new identity.
I mean, maybe just for corporate synergy and stuff, because that show was supposed to be out probably this year, but it's getting pushed back. But I was just like, at the end of Chip's run, I mean, they could have just like killed Matt off for a while and just had Elektra, be Daredevil for a while by herself.
Yeah, that's true. But like I said, with the whole gang war, I feel like they're testing, is it time to bring Elektra back? I don't think at that particular time they were ready to have Elektra back. Now we're talking maybe a movie, now that we got now the Fox is back in-house and everything. And
well, that's again, you could spend so much stuff out of that Daredevil show. I mean, Punisher, Elektra.
Yeah. So we'll see. Like I said, I think that the Gang War book is doing really well. I haven't really seen a lot of like negativity, which is surprising because she's a female character. It's just so much vitriol around there right now on the internet, and I'm just surprised when I don't see that many complaints. I'm like, I'm proud of you guys.
And kids, if you want to hear my interview with Gang War writer Celeste Bronfman, who wrote Jackpot #1, check out Capes and Lunatics episode 320.
So close.
Yeah, by 100 episodes. Yeah, well.
Close enough for me.
Well, I know in 100
Break
episodes.
out the desserts.
I know what I'm doing in 100 episodes. Letting you and Justin do an episode.
Yeah.
Oh, and Daredevil fans, stay tuned for episode 321, where Lilith and I will be talking to Mr. D.G. Chichester himself, not about Daredevil, but about James Bond.
His other fixate, his other special interest.
Me and Lilith and King of Drones will talk about Goldfinger. Yes. All right.
So it was billed as a miniseries the whole time. We're talking about Echo now.
Yeah.
So it was always gonna be this short because
I don't know. I didn't know it was gonna.
How long was Hawkeye? How many was it?
That might have been 6.
I want to say it was 6. Yeah. So it's only one off.
Yeah.
Is that like I don't watch a lot of MCU like related shows. Is 6 like the magic number, right?
I think most of them now are like 6 because what was it? Vision and or WandaVision might have been like 8 or something. But yeah, I think most of them are 6.
Okay. I like the lead actress well enough. I like that she's actually Native American.
Well, again, just like the young lady who plays Miss Marvel, I think they said this is like her first like acting role, like professional acting role.
Yeah, and I kind of like the idea of Echo, but it felt kind of, I don't know, weird that she was like the leader of a criminal gang and was working with Fisk. Like, if you know anything about like Native American culture, like it just that whole thing didn't track for me. But like, if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't, and that's kind of where you end. On that.
I mean, she was kind of yanked out of her culture though too. As a kid, too.
Yeah.
And again, it was the Damian Wayne effect. I mean, she gets, basically, well, first she's with the father, then the father gets killed, and Kingpin basically is just like, oh, you're mine now.
Yeah. Little icky. But that explains like her built up like emotion and rage and all that stuff, and Fisk wants to exploit it. And like I said, it got better as it went on.
Yeah. I mean, I like the fight scenes, like the fight in the roller rink.
I was like, oh, yeah, that was good when you brought that up. Like I didn't really like the first episode. I feel like they dwelled in the flashback a little too long or something. Maybe like it didn't really flow, but then like every episode got better.
It was so weird because the flow was weird in that first episode because they actually took scenes from the Hawkeye series.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And then they had to throw in a 90-second Daredevil fight.
Yeah.
I think someone timed it. I saw it was like literally 92 seconds or something, or 94 seconds.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
But meanwhile, guess what footage they were using to promote this show.
Yeah. Oh, shout out to Cousin Biscuits though.
Oh,
It's my favorite character, low key. Leave me alone. I wonder if it's Justin's favorite biscuit.
I was gonna say, yeah.
My favorite biscuit.
No, yeah, this. I
I
thought
don't know how I really felt about D'Onofrio.
why?
I don't know. Like ever since I've seen him in the Hawaiian shirt, I can't get it out of my head. And I'm like, please anything but that Kingpin, please.
Lilith's like, I want to get back to the Kingpin who crushed a man in his head with a car door.
Exactly. That is what we need. That is the Fisk we need.
Well, supposedly that's what Marvel Spotlight is the more mature stuff. So.
And then they had all those, I mean, I thought it was interesting, but I don't know how many other people thought it was interesting when they were doing kind of like those flashbacks. Like they did one to like 1200 AD, and then they did one in the like 1800s.
Yeah, because that's like a new thing. So I don't think they were even doing that in the comics where like
I didn't think so either.
where she can she basically sees visions of like her ancestors and stuff. Yeah.
Which is kind of cool, but like a little unnecessary, maybe.
Yeah, it's
It's giving Arrow and the Island flashbacks. That's all.
Where I was thinking like Shang-Chi and those rings, or I'm like, why can't we just have someone who's a good fighter?
Yeah.
Why do they always have to have a gimmick? Why can't you just be like, oh, the deadliest fighter?
Well,
in the
that's comics for you though. Like,
I know, but
where
it's
would Daredevil be if he wasn't like blind, with super senses?
yeah, but I'm like, I mean, look how popular Batman is. Batman don't have no powers.
Well, that's because of the specific pantheon of DC built. He's the human that walks among gods, whereas almost everybody else are gods, and like Hawkeye's like the human that walks among gods. It's that whole thing.
Batman.
And then we have all these mutants and street level fighters and stuff like that in the Marvel universe. So it's like a little bit different.
Yeah.
When you like try to compare those apples to oranges. So.
Okay.
But,
okay.
Everybody does kind of have to have a gimmick at Marvel. That's just kind of what it is.
And when are we going to finally reveal that Kingpin has some kind of powers or he's a mutant or something? I mean, he literally got shot in the eye and he's alive.
It's his subcutaneous fat count that keeps him. Yeah, you know what? Because, like, if you were, like, honestly, he should be on 600-pound sisters, right? Like, if he was a real human, he wouldn't be able to get out of bed. So I think you might be on to something. That is not muscle. I don't care what he says.
I mean, he's fought Spider-Man hand to hand. I mean, and again, Spider-Man lift 10 tons, come on.
Oh, he needed it in that case.
Oh!
Yeah, heavy, he's my brother.
Oh, my.
I did think that every episode got better. That the episode 5 though messed me up because she hit that woodpecker with a slingshot, and I'm like, oh, you're a psycho.
Oh yeah.
I was like, okay, little psycho.
I didn't mean to. The mom's like, yeah, you did. Come on.
And then like heals the woodpecker, and I'm just like, oh, okay.
Content relevant for Lilith, healing that pecker.
Exactly. I'm like, see, I saw what you did there. But when Biscuits did that thing with the monster truck where he ran into all those people, I was like, oh snap. I was not expecting that.
I know.
And then Maya takes that memory of Fisk. I was just like, what the hell is going on? Why are we healing trauma?
I know. I saw so much speculation online. They're like, "Oh, is this where we're gonna get our title for Daredevil Born again?"
Yeah. See, that's what I kind of like missed. I feel like a couple of shows like No Shade to Loki. I feel like not everything is flowing into the greater narrative, and I feel like this is like I feel like the show should have been their own narrative, and then the movies like they could just be tangentially kind of related instead of all in. I think it would have been easier for people to digest because it's so much MCU content at this point.
Yeah, well, I think now that you bring it up, I think that's what they kind of lost because beforehand it was like one movie would flow into the other. Now it's like,
and then we also had S.H.I.E.L.D. pushing the guest appearances in the movies and keeping that cartilage
Now it's like you watch a show, you're like, okay, they're like,
Where does
okay,
this fit? You're like on the board with the red
it'll-
string.
it'll be next to year 4 movies from now. Yeah. It's like,
Yeah, it's a lot. But I thought it was cool. I don't think that it could have stood on its own without that tangential connection to Hawkeye, though. Unfortunately, I just feel like she's such a new character that like it's hard to like really get into it.
Yeah,
and care.
Yeah, you really got to skirt. They're really skirting that edge of the Naomi effect. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to say, but
Well, again, we said that it doesn't matter who the character is. You got to start with characters who have been around for like at least a decade or more and are more fleshed out in the comics and stuff.
It would have been nice to see some indigenous writers too. I don't think they had a single one on here, so. I mean, they had an opportunity, but then like the last episode with the mid-credit scene where he watches that news story about the New York mayor's election or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, okay, cool. That's not really where I would have ended it personally, but whatever.
Oh Lord, is that what's gonna be been born again? Is he?
Yes, I feel like that is. We're gonna open with Matt watching that same footage. Mark my words. But it's solid. I just really didn't see a lot of love for the show, unfortunately.
Well, I just know a lot of people. I was talking to people.
They watched like the first episode, and then I didn't hear anything else about it.
I was like, did you watch it? They didn't even know. One, people didn't know it was out, and two, it's like, oh, it's all in one day. I'm like, yeah.
And that's what scared me. And I was just I don't think I would have agreed to it if it was a week to week basis. To be honest, I'm glad that they dropped it, but at the same time, that means they didn't have faith in it, and that's a shame. Like that's what it signals to people. You don't have faith in it, like because that's just not their model. They do the week by week.
Yeah, no, I mean, ever since they started with WandaVision, yeah, they've been doing week to week. So this is like the first time they've dropped it all at once.
But I think because she's such a newer character and so tangentially related, it made sense when I think about it on a business level, like why a suit would make that decision. And ultimately, I think it's going to be a word of mouth show. The people it's kind of like Ms. Marvel. The people that like it and it's for them, they will find it and they will like it.
And it might have a chance of people discovering it, because once again, this year we're not going to get as much superhero content. So
you got to make the most of that Disney Plus because they just went up in price. So I get
know.
You.
That's why I was surprised. I'm like, you would think if nothing else, they would have dragged this out for 5 weeks. Just I think
they have a couple of some more content and stuff that'll come in.
Well, I mean,
not necessarily Marvel related. So.
Well, I know what Celeste was telling me because she worked on it. I mean, they are coming out, I guess, with a Marvel Zombies animated series.
Yeah. And then we also had What If 2 just come out.
Yeah, they're going to be eventually do a season 3. X-Men 97's coming.
Yeah, so they have other content, and like I said, it's just kind of like I don't think they would have done it if Born Again was on track to be released on time.
Yeah,
I think that they would have tried to even probably add a little bit more and make it more connected, but since it's so far away, it was no point because it was already ready to go.
And they probably would have released it closer to when Born Again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, damn strike, but pay the people what they're worth,
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's all I can say. That's what you get.
And we might get a better product out of it because remember they fired those original writers and producers and stuff.
I think that they need to learn to take a more traditional approach to TV. Like, not everything needs to be like a movie. You can't always just rely on reshoots. That's insane to me that's what they were doing when that came out. They did more reshoots than Aquaman.
Well, yeah.
The Flash put together. That's crazy.
Well, I think they said they're like, yeah, they're like the suits weren't happy because they're like, yeah, he didn't even put the suit on until like episode 3 or 4. They're like, no.
I mean, it's giving old school linear television, but that's what you get when you get 18 episodes, though, right? You got to slow burn it. It can't be all full tilt all the time.
Okay.
I think that's what you kind of get.
I mean, I don't know if this is going to end up, but I was looking this up. On the wiki, it's saying Daredevil Born Again is scheduled to premiere on Disney Plus in 2025, which we figured. It is expected to consist of 18 episodes divided into 2 9-episode halves. So 9 and 9, they're saying.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So I wonder, is that going to be
season 1A, season 1B? That's it.
So are they going to drop all 9 at once, or are they going to do 9?
I think that's going to be a weekly thing.
Okay, 9
I think they're going to do their traditional model and take a winter break and come back.
Oh, maybe.
Because by then we should have some more motion and on the actual MCU and stuff in the next phase, and you know, we'll have Deadpool out and speculating about what that means. Deadpool 3, you know, the ramifications of that. And I feel like they should have just named it Deadpool Kills the Fox Marvel Universe. I think that should just literally be the name of Deadpool 3, because we all figure, like, from all the footage and stuff, that if you are into leaks and stuff, you kind of, it's what it looks like. It's what they almost kind of have to do, and I hope I hope they give New Mutants the Green Lantern treatment in the end credit scene. No tea, no shade to New Mutants. That movie just did not need to be made. They were just trying to keep the mutant franchise alive, and looking at you too, Gifted. So yeah, I can't wait.
Oh yeah,
It's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be, so I'm happy. I was pleasantly surprised. Very well structured. You want a show to get better as it goes on. You don't want the first episode to be the best episode. You know what I mean?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it just makes me sad though that we gotta wait till 2025 for Born Again.
You know, anything worth doing is worth doing right. So, especially when it comes to Daredevil, because I know a lot of people hate that movie. I like it personally. I'm sad we never got a sequel. I'm sad that Elektra got a movie and then we didn't get a sequel, actually, to be correct.
I know. That's the grave injustice is, they need to spin an Elektra something out of Born Again and make it good.
Make it really good. As long as Silk doesn't show up, I'm fine. I'm just afraid of Silk showing up in anything, man.
I'm surprised she's not a Madam Web.
That's what I said. And I was like, because I was thinking about, like, who am I going to dress up as? But I'm going to be an asshole. I'm going to go as Gwen Stacy. I don't care. I'm going to Spider-Man. I'm going to Spider-Man. I don't care. I don't care. But I saw the Silk costume on Amazon. I'm like, should I do it? Should I do it?
Oh my god! You need to like wear a Gwen Stacy headband and then just like find like, I don't know if you can find a shirt or a dress or something that has a picture of a bridge on it or something.
No, I'm totally breaking out the Spider Gwen, the Spider Ghost outfit. I am. I was either gonna do that or I was gonna do Lady Venom. I don't know. I haven't decided, but I was like, the Silk costume. I'm like so tempted. It's still in my cart. It was like, well, you know, because let's be honest, that's who Sydney Sweeney should have been. Go there, let's lean into it, you know?
Sydney Sweeney as Silk. That might be the one thing that gets Ray off Marvel Snap.
From the mind.
This is why, like, they literally, Sony should have hired me when they had the chance. Because I'd have been like, no, not Madam Web. Silk, I'm telling you, trust me. Trust me.
The hard master.
I just throw her into the Madam Web.
Go ahead, throw it in.
Hey,
Yeah. But yeah, on that note, I guess we covered everything we need to cover for Daredevil this week.
yes, ma'am. All right. So, as we said last time, we're gonna do 2 episodes in February also. So,
Because Phil hates me.
oh come on,
I'm kidding. Anytime I get to spend with you, Phil, it's great. It's great.
Big said just as convincingly as my wife. Okay.
That's where I learned it from.
All right. So yes, next time, we're going to talk to Christine Handfolk about her book Being Matt Murdock.
Have you finished it yet? I'm like almost done. I got probably
not yet.
5 more chapters or something.
Yeah, I'm probably going to burn through a lot of it this weekend. So, but yeah,
I ordered the actual paperback, but I got Kindle too because I wanted to read it instantly and get a start.
Oh, I got the paperback. Yeah.
And there's another fan one that I found when I was researching it too. Did you see it? For Daredevil, I'll send it to you.
Okay, I know I have 1 or 2 other ones that I got a few years ago, but
no, this one is pretty new. It's like both of these came out within the last 2 years.
Yeah, I know.
I think it was probably everybody was ramping up for the Daredevil show, so they were like, got an idea.
Yeah. So
yeah, I'll send it to you and let me know if you have it or not. And I think because it's relatively new, that the author might speak with us too.
If it's relatively new, I probably don't have it. So yeah. All right. So yes, we'll do that book. We'll talk to her on the first episode, and then the second episode of February, we'll do the new issues, Daredevil 6 and Daredevil Gang War number 3, and we'll talk Daredevil 239 and 240. So
The devil is in the details. Oh no, that one's the old one. I have that one too. That was another one I saw. I'll find it somewhere. But yeah.
All right. So yes. So send us your thoughts, kids. Send us feedback. You will get a prize. So I don't think I have any Daredevil stuff, but I'll send you something. Email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can find all things Capes and Lunatics, episodes, social media, merchandise. Again, for God's sakes, buy a cup or a phone case, something. And of course, again, we have the random Cash App link if you just want to make it rain all over us.
Make it rain.
Be a peach.
That's right. Be a mensch. All right.
A mensch. Oh no.
All right. And of course, you can always subscribe to the Patreon because, again, you never know what you're going to get. But so far, 2024, I promised, and we have been delivering. It is going to be
more vicious and brutal than ever.
So again, you'll leave loving it.
I love it.
Don't ask what it is. All right, kids. So find everything in one place. That's tubespace.io/Capes and Lunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/Capes and Lunatics Podcast Network.
I'm going to eat this up with a fork and spoon.
All right.
Nom 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 nom.
No, that's the other guy.
Nom, 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 nom.
All right. Lilith Hellfire.
You know I'm not on social media.
Can't get a hold of her, so suck it. If you need...
I'm still on Facebook casually, so if you want to friend me, that's fine. But don't be a spammy troll.
I was gonna say,
I'm not gonna name names, but I've seen some spammy trolls.
Oh my lord! I mean, oh my god, the bots are out. I mean,
yeah. Did you see that one message? Hey, your account's gonna be.
Oh, they're all. Yeah.
I'm just like, what the hell? Are you serious? Who falls for this? I know I call myself an internet granny, but babes, I grew up on the internet. Get the fuck out of here.
But there is like so much spam going in like all the, like the Facebook groups now. Cause
yeah,
like,
I saw
all of our groups. I know Dave said, you know, theirs and Ray, everyone in groups get. It's either,
like, what is the purpose?
it's either they want you to click a link, but you know the ones I see, it's either like a link that looks like it takes you to porn, or it's like a link that says, "Oh, these shoes are so comfortable. Here, click here to buy these shoes." It's like, oh god.
Yeah, Facebook's getting out of control.
I know.
Zuck, what are you doing? Like, I went to bat for you. I told people to leave Elon alone, and now look at you. Get it together, Zuck.
Yeah, Zuck.
I'll show up for real and cage fight you. I'm not Elon.
Wow. And on that note, that's right, kids. So remember, 2 more episodes in February. Being Matt Murdock, and then we'll get to all the comics in the second episode. Cut it out.
Oh no, Dave Coulier is gonna want his shekel, Phil.
I don't have a shekel for you, eh? You're not my buddy guy.
You'll get Alanis Morissette to kick your ass. You better calm down.
Don't come at me with your beady eyes and flapping head.
We need another Canadian episode on South Park for sure.
Yes. What is it about? It's about privacy. All right, kids. So yes, come back for 2 episodes in February, and make sure you catch Lilith Hellfire's special guest appearance on We Are Tonight, the Batman Podcast, episode 169, when she talked to Azrael with me, Justin, and Russell.
I mean, I gotta get my tobacco and Mountain Dew ready.
I do. All right, kids, come back next time. Remember, it's better to be with the devil you know than the devil you don't.
Hey.
And the devil's a priest.